realize it's been a while. Sorry about that. I had quite a few things going on in real life, and really just wanted to make sure that the video we were going to put out wanted to have something substantive. I kind of was focused each video on presenting one or two big ideas, or changing my user interface, or those types of things. So when it came to my next update, I didn't want to just show that I completed a couple transmog runs without having something substantial. Um, Felt like it's been kind of a lull, especially content wise. I mean, obviously 8.3 came out. Visions are kind of where everyone's at currently. For me, I really felt like not much was getting accomplished because kind of feeling the effects of farming Longboy. There's that one singular goal that no matter what I did in game, it was as long as it justified, you know, as long as I was working towards making gold in order to purchase Longboy, I was okay with it. Now that I don't have that focus, I'm kind of all over the place again now, where I want to farm 30 different places all at once. So I'm really trying to, narrow my scope. I was working on Draenor with my druid when I heard that they're unlocking flight in Shadowlands. I kind of paused on that. It's the rep grind. I know I'll get the mount as well, but didn't take as much precedence as it did before, especially with leveling new tunes. So, and on that note, I pretty much have it down where I just do the human starting area, move down into Westfall and then Darkshire, and if there's anything left over, go to the starting area for dwarves or vice versa, and that hits you to 60 right away. 60 to 80 can all be done in Borean Tundra in Lich King. Then I go straight into the beginning of Mist of Pandaria. Level that till 90, and then 90 go to Draenor, Draenor to 98, and then you're in Legion. That's where I've kind of been getting my tunes at, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like in a second here. So it's been a lot. I've been leveling as much as I possibly can, trying to get 12 of each tune, each class on both accounts, getting pretty close. Because with all the class hall quests, I felt like it makes more sense to do that solo, because there's a lot of times where you can't really match up. So I mean, right now my mage and my warrior are waiting, working on the shaman right now with a paladin on the other account, and then I have my monk, and then I'm gonna probably use my 120 on the priest, I think. Yeah, I don't think I want to level that priest, but then I have to now level light forged 1 through 120. So I need to rethink a few things, but that would give me everything of every class on this account. On the other account, let me just switch over there. Alright, so on the second account, Priest and Warrior 111, Monk and Shaman are both 110. Druid is ready, or sorry, the Rogue is ready for Legion. My Demon Hunter won't take long. Hunter's ready. Paladin is what I'm working on here, and then I have these 3 to knock out. Actually 4, sorry. My pudgy Death Knight. So I mean, we're definitely stepping in the right direction. We have been doing a number of user interface videos, and I think I have my interface precisely where I want it to be. I did find a new add-on today that I might incorporate. I wanted to walk you guys through that. And then just a number of farms I've kind of been working on, and I'm going to close all the things just where you can see. So this is my traditional UI with Azerite UI. I have Opie set up for things I want to use, whether it's mounts. That's kind of allowed me to free up the bars down here to make it a little more visually appealing. And so this is the Thunder Fury quest. I've been cheap. Enchanted Elementium bars have gone down in price. They were 10k each, but now they're at 7.5k. So I have farmed some Arcanite as well. So I don't know if I want to make some of the bars myself or just sell the mats and purchase them for 7.5. I'm still debating, but I have both bindings, and I did the quest for the Essence of the Fire Lord. That was pretty simple. You just talk to some guy and he just grants it to you. Rust Bolt resistance, I'm 2,000 rep away from unlocking Mechanomes. I've had flight for a little while here. It hasn't been bad, actually. It's so much better than Nazjatar. Nazjatar is rough because in Mechagon, you always get like a daily, and that before was giving me 1700 rep, which was great, but it's still giving me 850. So you can almost get about 1500 rep per day, plus some of the other things you get to do. I mean, it is a pretty quick grind. I still need Rust Feather to drop his dang mount for me, but that's another thing. That's another time. Yeah. So made a few UI changes. I guess this doesn't fade. My apologies. I have a new bag add-on. It's called Adibag. Adibag, can be found on Twitch. It's really nice. You can right click this word and that lets you move it around. So much simpler. It sorts things. The size might be a little off-putting for people. So if it is, you can definitely change that. Right click locks it. I've had a hard time finding out where to pull up the menu at. So I just go to interface add-ons and then hit configure. And then you can kind of adjust some things. Really, the only thing you want to adjust is scale. If you have this set to 100, what I've noticed is on this side right here, this is where your tab is for your bank. It will only show half the tab. The rest of the tab will kind of be off screen. So if that's the problem you're running into, that's how you want to fix that. But it's kind of nice because I have 100 free spaces. But once you fill this up with all this stuff you get from farming old content, categorizes it for you. It's such an amazing add-on. I found it today. I'm so excited. It's exactly what I wanted. So Adibag, check it out. Really clean looking if you want to close Khalil's. So here's what we've also been working on. We've been doing a lot of old content. Molten Core, I'll knock that out. Oh, whoops, sorry. Have this on account mode. My apologies. So I'm almost at 20%, but I just need the core marksman rifle, and I have everything on my hunter, which would be so amazing. Be able to knock that out. Ruins of AQ, but let's actually go back to account mode and show a few other things that we knocked off the list. We're gonna look at dungeons. Deadmines is done. I will show also a little bit later too. There is a quest in Deadmines if you have the Green Wing Macaw. Deadmines is done. Stockades. Okay, it says it's not done. 24 out of 25. But I purchased this. I just don't have my leather working high enough on my druid yet to learn that pattern. So Stockades is done. That's 2 vanilla dungeons. So then I got this crazy idea. Well, okay. If I've started knocking out a few of the vanilla dungeons, let's finish the rest of them. So what's close to Stormwind in proximity is Molten Core, which I'm close, and Blackwing Lair, which this is the for account wide. So I figured let's do Blackrock Depths. Yeah, it wasn't very wise. There's a lot in here. I don't even know where these quests are at. So what I figured we'd do today is just kind of walk through what I've at least learned thus far from running Blackrock Depths. Now, I did learn a few other things as well. Drops in here are really weird, so I've been multi-boxing, running 2 accounts through here. And sometimes bosses, you can't trade the items between, sometimes you can. Alright, so first time in Blackrock Depths, you've never been here before. This is the starting area. You can use these mole machines. I forgot you could use that. I had to unlock it every time. So they go to different areas, but rather than get confused, let's just kind of walk through what the fastest way is to farm everything. Zone drops. There are a lot of zone drops from here. And not only that, but the zone drops are pretty pricey on the auction house. I found a few for 500 gold. I found 2 for 30, so I bought those. These drop off all the trash mobs in here. Now, what's important to know about that is sometimes they don't even have loot. It's pretty annoying. So if you find these for a cheap price, I mean, look, 1K, 3K, 2K, 5.8, 832. I think that's the one I bought that one, but I didn't buy it for 832. 18,000 or 17.5, sorry, 500, etc. I mean, I bought these for 30 gold. So if you can find these for cheap, I would purchase them just because it would save you the trouble of having to farm them. But I've ran this place 4 times so far in its entirety and have not had one drop. So, I mean, the chances you might get them are pretty slim. So, alright, we're going to start with the first area. It's probably the most amount of bosses. Yeah, see, no drops. My rogue was able to loot the left corpse, but out of 4 possible drops, so there's 2 players, 2 enemies, 2 times 2 is 4. I was only able to loot 1 corpse. So for me, it's kind of few and far between. So, and I like farming on my hunter in here. Alright, so the first boss is this way. It's High Interrogator Gerston. And we head this way. So I'm going to try to show you guys the most efficient way to farm this. You will get some drops in here. A lot of greens, those kind of things. Skip these side rooms. So, okay. You'll see why I checked that scroll in a minute. First boss is right here. Okay. So, cloth. I already had that on my priest. And I got the offhand for my rogue. So, what we're going to do is to make this quick, we're actually going to head back towards that main area. And I'll show you why in a second. So, we just split the middle of this area, but let's make this large where you can actually see it. Alright, so, the entrance starts, oh man, sorry, starts right here where my head's at. We walked forward, and this is a big area. So we split the middle and got the boss. All this area around here, you can ignore. We're gonna come back out here and then get these 3 bosses, and then we'll move on to the next set. So we're making our way, that we can kind of see. We're making our way back, and then we'll make a right. It's called a detention block, and I believe the area to the right also is. It's kind of, this place used to be super confusing back in the days. I mean, obviously it still is. I mean, got lost a couple times. Alright. So, there are these rooms here that you can open, and they have various prisoners inside. I can't remember what used to happen, but now they're just kind of stagnant NPCs you can't really interact with. Alright, if we go forward here, that area right here is where there's a boss, but we want to get the two bosses that are over here first. So there's one boss that kind of roams, and there's the Houndmaster. And I think I finished the Houndmaster if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I need the boots. Okay. See, that's crazy. So I just looted those right now, and my rogue didn't get the chance to loot them. Alright, so what in this area, Lord Rakor, he makes his way through here. He's right there actually. So we'll come kill these first. But in here is Houndmaster Grebmar. And he's right there. We just killed him. Nice. So I actually finished him. That's awesome. And what I've been noticing too is here's something that's kind of interesting. I just looted with my hunter and then I quickly looted with my rogue. It's almost like a back-to-back loot. I got the same item, the Fleetfoot Greaves on both of them. But I feel like with the times I've paused in between, I get something different. So I got plate shoulders, can't use those. 3, 4. Let's test my theory. 3, 4. And I got cloth shoulders on my rogue. Well, that was nice. Alright, so we can turn back around because this is a long dungeon. We want to farm this as quickly as we can. We're going to come back here and go to the Ring of Law fight. And I'll show it a little bit more, how the loot works in this place when we get there. So I don't use IS Boxer, I just use a bigger screen and just click both screens at the same time. And I put the rogue on follow with the macro. Alright, so this boss fight. So we fought Rakor, we fought her. I like to close these to make it easier to kind of follow. So High Interrogator done, Lord Rakor, Houndmaster, Arena Spoils. Alright, so Ring of Law. Here's how this fight works. It's gonna summon one of these bosses. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 bosses in total. It's going to summon one of those, and then you have these options. Obviously, this is a tough one. I mean, there's 22 drops in here in total. The fight starts once you hit the grate, and if you mouse over High Justice Grimstone, it will show you the same things as well. As you can see, I'm mousing over these. They have a chance to drop the rares too. Obviously, an AoE class works. Able to loot a couple of those. The rogue was able to loot one as well. Another row of beetles. And so now he summons the actual boss. And it said something about on the grate there was a chest. But I'm not seeing it. Huh. So let's see which boss we're going to get. We're getting a Noobshia. So I need a back piece, feet, and a plate chest. So I can get these two. So let's see. I got the leather boots, which I already had. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the plate chest piece. Dang it. Alright, so nothing. Alright, the ramp right here, down this way, is what's going to take you to the next area. So that part's pretty straightforward. Now, we're going to actually circle back to the front here, and we're going to skip a lot of this trash. Because I want to just kind of walk through things. Alright, so, let me kind of explain how this works. There's a gate right here. If you head down this hallway over here, that gate is closed. This is how you open the pathway over here. But when you click this, the gate here blocks your way, which is, sorry, right here, my apologies. Which is still fine, and I'll show, actually let's go over there, I'll show you what it looks like. My Night Elf Rogue runs so much faster, I've noticed. So see, we can't get through here, and the reason why is, this is where we're going to end up in a second. But this gate is open, so what we're going to do is, we're going to come back here and actually close the gate, which opens up that pathway. So, we got nothing from Ring of Law. And we're gonna get Bell right now. If you actually follow this list, it's a pretty good roadmap. So I think what I want to do is, we're not going to click the gate just yet. We want to leave it open. Alright, so this is that main area where we went and fought the High Interrogator. We went that way. So instead, we're gonna come down here now and knock out a few more bosses. Rogue's making his way. Now there is some dark iron ore you can pick up in here too. Feel free to loot that. If you're a lower level character, the medic right here, they'll actually shield themselves. It's pretty annoying, so bear in mind if you're trying to run this place. And when they shield themselves, you can't actually attack, period. Now there are two, just outside of Blackrock Depths, there are two rare bosses. One is always up. The other is the Fire Overmaster Pyron, I believe. The Behemoth is the first one. He drops a dagger. That dagger is BOE, so you can pick that up, mail that. But the Overmaster Pyron, he drops a cloth pattern. That's bind on pickup. Where is it at? It's this right here. Cloak of Fire. Overmaster Pyron. You can only get it from him. So it's a little annoying because you have to be on a cloth tune to have him, but alright, so this is Belgar. We need two things on him. And we already have it for the leather worker. So I got the plate legs and I got the blood clot band, so just a ring. Alright. I keep kind of messing this part up and going back and opening the gate right away, but I think I want to knock out a couple more bosses. So we're going to go at Lord Incendius right now. Sprinted with my rogue, and so here's the part I was talking about. Here is where the gate is still open. When we click that switch, it closes the gate and allows you to pass. So it's kind of hard to get to this place if you do that, so we're gonna go knock out these bosses. I guess I should be trying to pick up the rares, but for this video I won't even worry about it. Oh. Guess it does summon them all. Okay. So, this is the Black Anvil. If you need to do any dark iron ore or anything like that, you have to use this anvil. So, Lord Incendius. This used to be actually how you get to Molten Core. You'd have to drop down here and then make your way to the actual entrance of Molten Core. So I have the male wrist, which I already had, and got the plate wrist on the rogue. Right. I think if I keep going this way, there's one more. Oh yeah, here's another boss right here. So Phineas Darkfire is right here. I got the, oh, that's such a nice item. Where's that at? Let's see. That's cool. It's a cloth monocle. That's sweet. And I got, ooh, the leather belt on the rogue. Sweet. Now, sometimes in here there is a rare, but try to skip all these guys if you can. Because when you fight the construct, the other ads behind it come, you can get a shirt from him too. It's pretty sweet. Alright, so we're in Shadowforge City, and I think that's this part. Let's go see. Not mistaken. Because there is a boss right here. Alright. Okay, so, alright, this is the Black Vault. This is the part I kind of get confused on. So, we just followed the route, and now we're going to get this guy right here. See if I can take us to the area. Alright, so here is the boss. I have cloth shoulders. And I got Arbiter's Blade. Nice. So, here's how multi-boxing with drops works. The rogue just picked up that sword. It doesn't actually show that it's been cleared from my part yet. So what happens is you get the 2-hour lock where you can sell items or trade items. Once you sell it though, that's when it unlocks it here for me. So it's kind of a little bit of a delay. Alright, in here you get relic keys. They're relic coffer keys, and you can collect them the many times you come in here. So I have a couple. That's just, they used to have decent stuff if I remember correctly. I wonder how many keys I have. Oh, looks like that might be all of them. Let's see. Oh, nice. It's a 6 gold though. Dang it. Okay, so I only had 2 keys. Let's see if I pretty sure I have some on the rogue. They drop from various trash mobs in here. So at least I have 2. Let's see how many. I have one more I can open. Okay, cool. And I don't really know what drops in each one, but we'll see. Alright, so a shiny bracelet, that's 6 silver. That's horrible. Oh wait, hold on. This is a dark coffer key. That's, or dark keeper key. That's what I want to get. Okay. Alright, well, see, Varric, that's the other problem I had too. Okay, so last time I came in here, Varric's leash dropped off Varric, which is his dog, but it dropped for the rogue. I couldn't trade that item. It was pretty crummy. Alright, so let's see where this takes us. So this is back where the Black Anvil was. You can skip all this trash here. You don't need to kill any of it. Oh. Can't require that. You can't read that book unless you have. Oh, there's a mole machine. Okay, so it would take you somewhere. Okay. Interesting. Alright. There are various books and whatnot in here. We need a glowing torch, though, to read that. I think that drops off one of the people in here. Alright, so. Hurley Black Breath. Where's he at? Alright, so. We're going to now head to Pyromancer Loregrain. And you see, like, out of all that right there, we got another relic coffer key. My rogue only got to loot one thing. Oh, another relic. Dang, that rogue gets so many elemental gate. Boss is at the end of this area down here. He's right there. Or was. So I got the enchant, fiery weapon, and then I got the mail pants. And I got the mail pants again on my rogue. So I've noticed just the few times I've been in here, a lot of repetition in what's dropping. Yes, so we're making our way back to the Ring of Law. I don't know where Hurley is. Oh, he's in the Guzzler. Okay. Alright, cool. So, let's head back. This is the Ring of Law. This is down here is where we fought that boss that summons them out of the gate. Now we're gonna go fix the bridge and go across. Watchman Doom Group spawns once all 12 relic coffers have been opened. Oh, wow. Okay, I should save them then. I didn't know oh, wow, okay, that's a pretty neat boss. Alright, good to know. So, Watchman Doom Grip, you have to have 12 coffer keys. Man, I should have saved them. Alright, well, we'll continue to save them. So, my rogue has, let's see, he has 3 so far. Alright, cool. And I don't have any on my hunter. So the wheels are turning. I wish you could see it from here. Can you? Oh, you can. The gate is actually closing. Oh, nice. I never knew you could see that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we've closed the gate. However, okay, so Watchman Doom Grip. One thing to notice though is he has 3 items: cloth, plate, and a wand. Now the dark iron scraps are gray now, so literally just sell them. I think they used to be used for something, but alright. So we're adding our boss here. General Angerforge. Upon a couple other runs in there, we'll take a look at it. That's pretty neat. Okay. So plate shoulders, and the rogue got the staff, which I have both of those. Okay. Nothing really to see in here. Alright, so that was Angerforge. He didn't drop anything. Now we're gonna go get the Golem Lord up here. So we're just really just making our way through everything. Now if you're an engineer, there's a pattern that's over here. So I'll show you where that's at as well. So this right here, if you right click this, it gives you the schematic for field repair bot, but I already have it, so it won't let me. It says you're well versed in the creation and function of this robot. So it's kind of neat. And to show you. Wait, unfolds into a field repair bot that can repair damaged items and purchase unwanted goods. Oh my gosh. So it only lasts for 10 minutes though, but you could sell things in it. Oh man, that's expensive though. 16 thorium bars? Oh jeez. You know, I've been looking for something to sell, you know, things during runs and stuff like this. Cloth feet, dang it. But that doesn't really, and a trinket, that doesn't really match what I need. because I don't want to pay, 16 gold every time. He also drops a jewel crafting design. That's pretty cool. Alright, so Hurley Black Breath. Alright, this is the Grim Guzzler. There's a lot going on in here, so I want to talk to you guys about what we have to do in here. If you're in the Brewfest, this is where you go to fight the boss. If you accept the quest from her, she'll walk you through what to do. But here's kind of the gist. When we run the normal dungeon, we come in here, we're automatically summoned in here, we knock these 3 kegs, break them, and the boss will summon. That's Hurley Black Breath. We want to hold off though, and I'll show you what we want to do instead. They're all neutral towards us, which means they're not going to attack. Here's a boss we want to fight. We can't fight him yet. So what we have to do is come over here before you do anything. Talk to this guy, and you can buy 10 dark iron ale mugs. I would buy all 10. Can only buy 10 a run. Even if I get on here my rogue, they're not available. So I would I'd buy 10 on the character you're running on, obviously. And just because in case you mess it up or forget one time. So he's a boss you can kill. So we want to fight Phalanx, and he's right here. It actually tells you in all the things what to do. Okay, so this guy has a daily quest. You do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you just wait, and he gets a little intoxicated. Obviously, he's drunk, so he's gonna do something that's gonna anger Phalanx. Just a bunch of drunk dwarves. That's awesome. Alright, so now if you attack anything else in here, this boss you can't target anymore. So you have to kill him now. I got leather wrists, so we're gonna trade that to the rogue. Crap. They called wrist guards of renown. There we go. And plate hands. Alright, so he's dead. Now we could go and kill everybody else if we wanted to. Just kind of preference. This guy right here is how you get rep for the Thorium Brotherhood, which they do sell stuff. Once you get higher rep. Dark Iron Ore, Fiery Core, Lava Core, Core Leather, and Blood of the Mountain. Fiery Core and Lava Core are the cheapest ways to go. I'll show you what those look like actually. Looks like that. They drop mainly from Molten Core. It's a fast way. Dark Iron Ore is a little pricier. I used a little bit of it, but 10 pieces of ore gave you a 300 rep. There's a band here. There's all these guys here, but let's get Hurley Black Breath to come fight us. No, you'll pay for that. Alright, so let's see. Leather boots, nice. Coal miner boots, and I got another relic coffer key. And the rogue got plate shoulder. There we go, this guy. Okay. Okay, you talked to him right there. Alright. He didn't drop anything. Oh, he dropped blacksmithing plans. Dark iron plate. Nice. Okay. So I'll mail it over to my... So they come at any sign of a disturbance, but that's how to get all the bosses. I used to be able to use the bucket to do something. Alright, making our way. Yay! Alright, did something right. Open up one of the quests. Last few times in here I haven't been able to get all these quests. Let's see. Got a pole arm, which I already had. And a back, which I already had. This looks like a lot of the screw spigot people drop different things. Alright, so in this room there is a rare. He is one of these molten war golems, but he's white. What is his name? Panzor the Invincible. There we go. I killed him twice, and he didn't even drop any loot for me, so it doesn't look like he's even here. Fortunately, that's too bad. Ooh, design Ruby Serpent. It is interesting because jewel crafting didn't come out to Burning Crusade, so these are things that they added in as of late. All right, so we're almost done here. All right, there's a lot of secrets in here, a lot of things you can actually do. I talk to him. He summons the guys we need to kill. I always forget. And then here, here. Alright, so sometimes I can loot this chest with both. Sometimes I can't. Got cloth pants. Yay! And I got plate pants. But, hey, at least I got to loot it twice. That's the important thing. Alright. Alright, so there were a few quests in here at least. 7 is done. We're now Magnus. Okay, so what you want to do is slowly make your way this way. And we need to go through the doors over here. So we have to light both of these furnaces. What's really nice, especially if you have 2 tunes, you only have to do this once. You're basically looking for a flame warden. You'll be able to tell because number 1 is name, but number 2 you'll actually be able to loot. None yet. Oh, that's funny. And he's just running, like on my screen, he's just auto running. Alright. Usually they're off by themselves. There's usually one in here, but There you go, Flamekeeper. It's a guy in red. Alright, so both my tunes looted it, which is nice. Because it's, you know, group loot. So, run back over here. And these mobs do respawn as well, so it's one of those things that you don't want to really have to refight everything. I mean, it's definitely not hard, especially at a higher level, but it's definitely an annoyance if you get stuck having to do it. Alright, so now that it's lit, we can go kill these bosses. Alright, here we go. So, last two bosses, not much we can have to do. Now, if you stand in the way of this fire, eventually you will get hit, but... So I got the offhand. It's pretty interesting. Looks like a glowing snow cone. And I got the leather boots too. Nice. That's awesome. Sweet. Alright, so I really just have that to get. Just have a mace and I'll be done. Wow. That's pretty solid. Okay, so last boss right here. And you can clean up this trash too if you wanted to. But nice. That's a really low drop rate. But what's really great about bringing two is rogues can use maces. So that just unlocked that one. And the back piece. Alright, so worst part about this is I don't know where the closest guzzler is, and I don't want to run back. For me, I found the fastest way is just to hearth out. Just it's quicker that way. Things make more sense. And then you can just run it again. So I hope everyone enjoyed a little quick run through of Blackrock Depths. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be. I mean, granted, it does take a little bit of time, but there's so many components to it. And make sure when you head back, make sure you do reset all instances. Just that way it resets the trash for you. As always, please hit the subscribe button. We're slowly creeping over 300 subscribers, trying to reach that 500, which would be the halfway point. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting. Stay safe out there and take care.